Okay, in our last video, we built the mortgage calculator and tweaked it by protecting the cells and color coding and formatting, and then we copied it over as a payment calculator, and we could do that a number of times to calculate any other loan payments that we needed. But what I'd like to do now is below these two calculators, come up in this area of the worksheet with some of our other expenses so that all of these can be summed, and it will pull in the information from the mortgage calculator and the car payment calculator into their respective cells in this column. So what we're going to go ahead and do is select cell B11, and we're going to type in mortgage calculator. Okay, we're just going to come up with a list of all of our bills. So let's go ahead and actually arrow up and let's label that in cell B10 as bills. And even better than that would be monthly bills. Okay. If we wanted to format this the same as mortgage calculator and car payment calculator, one of the tricks we can do is just click on that cell, click the Format Painter from the ribbon under the Home tab, and click once on what you want to format the same. Okay, so there's monthly bills is now been converted similar to those. So mortgage calculator, let's write car payment calculator. Okay, some of the other bills, we'll just start listing these various bills. Could be your electric bill, your water bill, cable bill, internet bill, some magazine subscriptions perhaps, property taxes, and I've got a typo there, so I'm going to click back in B18 and come up here, click, and press enter. Okay, we also have homeowners insurance. We would have fuel, car insurance, cell phone payment, and that's a good list to start with. Let's leave us some space and let's come down to about cell B30. So later, if we dream up more expenses, we can put those here. But in cell B30, let's put total. Okay, and now what we're going to do is start listing some of these. So our mortgage calculator, I'll double click that to extend that cell. The mortgage calculator is that expense. Now, we'll press enter. The car payment is going to be equal to that. Actually, I should change these. So instead of mortgage calculator, it should be mortgage bill. Car payment calculator, it should be car payment. Okay, so the electric bill, we'll enter in what we think our electric bill would be, and let's say $150 a month. The water bill, we'll use $50 a month. The cable bill, we'll use $80 a month. The internet bill, we'll use $50 a month. Magazines might be $10 a month. Property taxes would be equal to 1% of the home's assessed value. So what we can do is we can use a formula to determine that. So what we'll do is come up in here, type in home value, and in this cell, what we're going to do is type in a dollar amount, which would be similar to what we had purchased the home for. So in our case, let's put in $110,000. And what we want to do is format that to match the 100,000 above. So let's click on the 100,000, click the Format Painter, come down and single click on the cell C6. Now you'll see 110,000. So for property taxes, what we're going to do is click in cell C18, press the equal sign, come up to cell C6 and click once. Now use the Shift key, and just above the number 8 there's an asterisk. So we'll click that, and now we're going to put in 0.01. So what's happening is this cell, whatever the value is, it's going to multiply it times 0.01, and that will be our property tax per year. Now we want it on a monthly basis, so we're going to click the divided by, type in 12, and then we're going to press enter. This has determined our monthly property taxes. Okay, so homeowner's insurance on our home would be about $90 a month. Fuel, we could have a calculator, but for now we'll estimate our fuel expense to be $200 a month. Car insurance, we will estimate at $50 a month. And cell phone, we'll put in $50 a month. Now notice the formatting differences here in all of these columns. If we wanted all the formatting to be the same, we again could use the Format Painter. So let's click on cell C18, click Format Painter, and we're going to click in cell C11 and drag down all the way on all of these cells. Okay, and that's made them all similar, all the formatting the same. Now the way that these were calculated with positive numbers returned a negative payment amount. But to be consistent down here, what we're going to do is click C11, come up into the formula in between the equals and the C7, and put a negative sign. And press enter. Now we'll come down to cell C12, and we'll do the same thing. In between the equals and the F7, we'll put a negative symbol. Enter. Okay, and now the formatting has changed. So once again, what we can do is go back to Format Painter and drag and drop for both of those two. Now we've got everything in the same positive value to come up with a total. What we're going to do for total is we're going to come down to cell C30, press the equals key. We're going to type a new formula to sum up all of the numbers in this column up above this cell C30. The way to do that is to type in sum, and if you press the tab key, it'll start your first open parentheses. What we're going to do is click and drag from cell C10 all the way down to C29 in one motion. So when we do that, we click cell C11, and you notice up here that these numbers are changing based where I drag. But so if I click in C11 and drag down here and stop, it'll say C22. But if I add any other additional numbers below the cell phone $50 payment, they will not be added. So what I want to do is drag this all the way down to C29. Be careful to not go to C30, or else it will return an error. So we're going to click and drag from cell C11 to C29 and let up. And we're going to go Shift and above the 0, close the parentheses by pressing the right parentheses, and now we're going to press enter. And this has just returned our total monthly bills for the month. Let's come back up top and notice and separate out what is a formula and what is an input. So cell C11 has a formula that's calculating the value. C12 a formula. C13 is an input that we've done. So let's format that to be consistent with yellow. And water bill, cable bill, internet bill, magazines, property taxes have been calculated, homeowner's insurance, fuel bill, car insurance, cell phone. And this completes our sum of our monthly bills.